orientation.
But anyway, okay, sorry y'all. I don't know what happened.
You have to turn off the rotation. You have to turn on the auto rotation.
It's I was gonna record. What's wrong with it?
Yeah.
How do that? Oops. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't have an
on your phone, your actual phone.
It's not on. See?
You have to turn it on. And now close it. And now press it.
Yeah.
Alright, no, hold on. Okay, hold on. Rotate your phone.
We're having some technical difficulties. Oh well, I have no idea what's going on with this, so I'm just gonna record like this. Okay, so
people online.
Yeah, I lost them. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I don't even know where I was talking about. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna take this off here and do that. So anyway, I forget what I was talking about. That messed me up. What was I talking about? Did you hear me, Dion?
No.
I think I was talking about how I started running. So anyway, with my girlfriend, I'd ask her, and I literally started running kind of where I was at that point. And I ended up running a mile. And I forget how many minutes it was, but it was just a really, really, really slow-paced mile. I mean, super slow-paced. And so, and y'all forget an orientation. I hope this is right because I just have some technical difficulties and I don't know what happened. But anyway, so it was a super slow-paced mile. And I decided that every time that I worked out after that was the mile. I was going to do that mile no matter what. And I started adding 1 minute on the end of that time. And it was easier to gauge that because I was on a treadmill. So I started adding 1 minute on the end of that time. And then I started adding 1 minute on the end prior to the cool down. And so I continued to do that, adding 1 minute before, 1 minute after, until it met in the middle and I was running the whole thing. So I've explained that. That was at 250 pounds when I started that. This time around, it was a little different, and I started running outside. I do not hold a gym membership, and I had the outside free and clear. And I started at a park, and I knew that 4 times around that park was 3 miles. So what I decided to do was this time, since I didn't have the timer that I had with the treadmill, I decided that I was just going to use distance as my gauge. And so I was walking 4 times around. I was walking the 3 miles. Then I started running a quarter of the way around the first lap and then walking the rest of them. Then I did a half of the way around the first lap and then walked the rest of them. Then 3/4 until I was doing a full lap and then walking the last 3. And then I just added on every time just to that portion of it until I was running all 3 miles. And I hope that helps. They have the Couch to 5K, but the Couch to 5K, number one, I didn't like the start and the stop, I felt like I was too tired and it was so long. It was so long. I was walking anyway and I could enjoy the walk. So to me, I wanted to enjoy what I was doing as well as an activity. You know, I wanted to enjoy the activity as well as get my heart rate up. And so with the Couch to 5K, the way they were doing it, the start, stop, I was not enjoying it at all. And so, sorry you stopped on my phone. I had to go to my computer. Yeah, I stopped on my phone. I don't know what happened. Jackie, I don't know. So anyway, that is what I did. I just, like I said, it was 4 times around was 3 miles. And so I did a quarter of a way around the first lap and then walked the rest of the laps. Then a halfway around the first lap, walked the rest of the lap. And I just increased that every week. I did that first one for about a week or 2 weeks. And I think by about the third week, I was probably running the 3 miles because I was really, really, really pushing myself, um, just to get it done. Just to get it done. So, I also had some questions about what I was doing as far as weight training goes. So, I don't work out my legs a lot as far as weight training goes, just with the running. But I literally have, if y'all remember the Firm, I bought this kit from Walmart years ago. It was like $39.95. I remember. I took the plastic off the kit, opened it up, and then never used it. And that was probably 10, 11 years ago. I don't know. So anyway, I dug these weights out, and so this is literally what I use. And I do about 20 minutes of just, bicep curls, um, just doing this. And then coming up, y'all see my skin. I have skin. I haven't had surgery. Coming up like this. Um, I do, coming out because that works a different muscle. I do coming up like that. Um, and then I'll do like a combination of bicep, up, back, like that. Okay? Ouch. So I do that. Ow. And I use these. I got this these were when I was in physical therapy, and they showed me exercises to strengthen my chest muscles, and so I still do that. I kind of made something hurt. So I do that. Do these stretch bands, and the stretch bands, they cost little or nothing. So if you can't get any weights, these stretch bands will do it for you. And they have different. Each color is a different weight. I think that yellow is like the lightest and the thinnest, and then it's red, and then I think it goes to green, and then the blue is like the thickest. And you can increase or decrease the resistance by how far you spread the band. And that's about it as far as that's concerned. I talked about my little pouch and what I carry in that. Y'all, so my driver's license, yesterday I picked up some pain medication. Y'all see my picture. So yesterday I picked up some pain medication. You had to have your ID. And so I gave the man my ID, and he asked me, he looked at my ID, he looked at me, he looked at my ID, looked at me, and he said, "Oh, you're picking up for Kanita." And because I think he was going to tell me, "No, you can't use her ID." And I said, "No, I am Kanita." And he looked back down at the driver's license again, and I said, "Oh, no." I said, "That's me." I said, "I've just lost a lot of weight. And I wear my arms out, y'all, now. I thought that I was going to be, which I still am a little self-conscious about it, but what can I do? I mean, it is what it is." And so, I always just assume people are looking at it and, but people ain't paying attention to us. We paying more attention to ourselves than anybody's paying attention to us. They got their own issues to worry about. So anyway, I always think, well, they should be able to see all this skin and know that but he was really like, and then he said, "Well, okay, well, good job. You've done a great job." And I said, "Thank you." That's the first time I've had anybody question me about my driver's license. And Dion said, "Well, I told you need to get a new license, but I'm not until that one expires." I don't know if it's like this in all the cities and states, but with Oklahoma, my license does not expire, y'all, until 8/2018. And if I go and get a driver's license, a new one today, it will expire next year instead of in 4 years. So I'm waiting until 8/2018 so I can pay to have my full 4 years. And I'm going to get the right weight put on it. So I have 290 pounds on mine. So even at 370 pounds, and the only reason I put 290 because I had it at 225 is because I was thinking that lady knows that this is not my real weight. So at least let me say 290 when I was 370. So yeah, but that's something else. So anyway, y'all, that's about it. I'm trying to think. Oh, my hair. Oh, it says poor connection again, so it may go off. So let me chat about my hair real quick. I did just do a little video about my hair, and I'm going to post it afterwards. And then, Esther, you were asking me about the video update. Girl, I just saw when this video, the live video went out, that my other video never posted. It's still in the queue. So that's why I hadn't done an updated video. So y'all hadn't even seen the fact that I had lost 8 pounds in 1 week. Sorry about that. I'll have to go in and try to figure out what happened and why it did not upload and get that video uploaded. But yes, I did do a video for weeks 89 and 90. And then this was for weeks, was that 89 and 90? No. Yeah, that was 88 and 89, and so this was for 90 and 91. So anyway, y'all, I did talk about my hair, did a little video on that, and I will post that after this video goes up. And then if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't even know what else to say. I think I talked about everything that I said I was going to talk about. Maintenance, like I said, I'm there. I'm a little scared. See, at the beginning of your weight loss, on average, how much weight did you lose per week? Okay, that's a good question. My first 2 weeks, when I went and weighed after my surgery, I had lost 10 pounds my first 2 weeks. My first month, I think I ended up losing, my very first month, I think it was about 16 pounds for the month. And I've seen where people have lost like a gang of weight. So that was probably that was like about 4 pounds per week initially. And then that, like I said, that third, fourth week is when you kind of go into your stall, where it really slows down or halts all of a sudden. And I don't really call, so I have an opinion about a plateau. A plateau is not a plateau or a stall unless you have lost, over the course of 2 weeks, if you have lost less than half a pound, then you might want to call yourself in a stall or a plateau. But if you're losing half a pound or more, you're not in a stall. Just keep on doing what you're doing. So on average, probably initially, I was between 3 to 4 pounds on average. My nutritionist told me not to worry, because if on average you are falling between 2 and 6 pounds, you are doing well, okay? On average. That doesn't mean every single week, but on average over the course of time. And so over the course of time, I'd say even a year out, when I would average it, it was probably about 2 to 3 pounds per week overall. Now it's probably about, it probably still, when I put it all together, it probably still averages out to about 2 pounds per week. But don't fret over that. I tell people all the time, people, when they message me or text me or what have you, they tell me, oh, I've only lost like 30 pounds. And it's, let's see, is your nutritionist where you are getting your information on the maintenance program? Do you have any specific websites? Okay, no, because the last time I went to the nutritionist to talk to her about maintenance, it was right after I had it was right before I was running half a marathon, and she measures my fat loss, she measures my muscle loss, and so I'm doing it by time. Okay, good job. You're welcome, Miss Diva. So she measures my muscle loss, my fat loss, and my body fat percentage. And so when she measured my muscle loss this time, the subject quickly got off of maintenance and went straight to how to fuel my body for these runs. I'm running literally probably about 30 to 35 miles a week. And so I haven't even talked to her again about maintenance. I just kind of made that decision on my own. And so I will be calling her to make an appointment. Oh, just to increase your calories? Yeah, she will slowly increase. We're trying to do weights now too. Yeah, weights are good. Jackie, yeah, my nutritionist always gives me tons of information. I mean, tons of websites. She gives me handouts all the time. Every single time I go, she's giving me some information or she's looking it up. One of the things that she did tell me, one website was, I think it's called freediet.com, and it has a lot of different tools on there that you can utilize. And so she did ask me the last time I went if I was using that, and I told her yeah, that I was using that and it gives you different scenarios for, like, if you're on a 1,200 calorie diet, 2,000 calorie diet. It gives you where you can put in your body measurements to find out your fat percentage. Um, it gives you all kind of information. So freediet.com is definitely one. But as soon as she gives me information about maintenance, y'all know y'all are gonna have it too. Um, but she gives me lots of information every single time that I go, and because it's more than about increasing your calories, because you can increase those calories any kind of way. I increase my calories by sometimes by a donut. When I go to Hertz Donut, and I'm not talking like a whole donut or something, which I can eat a whole donut, and that's not good. I even told my therapist when I went and visited the other day that she's a bariatric. She does bariatric patients as well as just regular therapy, family therapy, and so she always asked me about how I'm dealing with my emotions, because I was a huge emotional eater, and so she even talked to me about how to increase my calories in the right way and not just by junk, because it'll get us in a bad habit again. And I told her that that was one of the things that I was concerned about too with increasing my calories, is because I didn't want to, with the snacking that I have to do to make sure that I'm reaching that amount of calories, I don't want to get into a bad habit that I can't break, or that becomes difficult to break. So I will let you guys know as soon as I visit her again, which will be soon, hopefully in the next 2 to 4 weeks at least. I will let y'all know more about any maintenance things that information that she gives me. So that's good questions. What else? Anything else? Like I said, I'm down 200, and at my lowest was 151.6. That was 218 pounds down. And I just can't believe it. I've never been this size before. In fact, my girlfriend, we had finished running, the ambassador, you're welcome, Jackie. She was taking a picture of me, and the angle of which she was taking it, I was telling somebody, get in front of me, get in front of me. I said, I'm too skinny. And ain't that a crazy thing? Because typically when you say get in front of me, used to it was because you felt like, they could hide some of your thickness, your heaviness. So, I wanted to give y'all an update too on my surgery. Y'all know I talked to y'all about the insurance denial. I actually got a letter telling me when my appeal was going to be, the appeal hearing, and I was going to call and reschedule it. But prior to me calling, I actually had someone call me and was checking with me about rescheduling, that they had gotten my letter and that they were wanting to make sure, and other documentation, and that they were very touched by the letter that I had written and the issues that I was having, and wanted to make sure that they made sure that everybody that was involved, the attorney and everybody, that they, thank you, Miss Diva, that they wanted to make sure that they all had an opportunity to really read that letter, really see the issues that I was going through, and with the physical and the mental, and review that, and then make an informed decision about when the hearing was going to be and what they were going to decide to do. So that was it. It has made me feel much better about the situation, much more optimistic about how things are going to turn out. So y'all just keep praying for me in that situation, because I want the insurance I want them to approve every point, every aspect of the surgeries that I have to have, because I want to be restored fully. I know that I won't be restored fully, but I want to feel like my body is whole. I do. And that was one of the things when I followed up with my primary care physician. Yes, it is. Thank you. When I followed up with her and was telling her, that the second opinion, that doctor just told me to go on pain management, and she's a pain management doctor too. And she was like, no, if there's a surgery that's going to fix it, then we need to really look at fixing it, and then we need to look at how to restore you so that it doesn't cause more mental anguish as well. So that's what we're looking at, and I'm going to keep y'all posted about that too. This surgery has just been amazing. It's been amazing. It's just been a wonderful journey. Y'all have been amazing. And I think that's it, y'all. I said I was going to do an hour. I got about 10 minutes left. Any other questions? I'm just going to kind of hang out a little bit. Drink some of my water. Make sure I get my good people, because I definitely enjoy talking to y'all. Ooh, stop, dropping, chug, y'all. Stop, dropping, chug. Jackie, this was a wonderful invention, girl. Or just, craft. I don't know. You need to sell these at the... Do y'all have... We have affairs of the heart where everybody goes out. They actually pay to go in it. And then people set up booths in order to sell their crafts. And they do a very good job at it, selling crafts. I mean, they make a lot of money. Jackie, that would be something that would be great for you. Thank you, Miss Diva. Thank you. I have faith too. I think I told y'all this. I was telling one of my sorority sisters, I was just, praying for her healing. And I told her that, I have issues that are going on, but it helps me to pray for others, because when I see their healing manifest, man, I know then what God can do for me. I already know, but when I see it manifest in other people, man, I know that if he can do it for them, he can certainly do it for me. So that is definitely something that I believe, and I definitely have faith for. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't mentioned. Oh, so I went to my friend's birthday party, and I need to call and check on her. You have the water bottle carrier. I did a video on the carrier, but it would not load. I got mine from Amazon. They have many different colors. Girl, I got this one from Jackie. That was a giveaway prize. And my protein bar will fit right in there. Now, this is a larger bottle. Now, usually, if I use the regular size bottle, a protein bar will fit in there. But I didn't carry one today, and this is a little bit larger size bottle. Do you drink protein at all? Yes, I drink a shake every day. I drink a shake every day. Let's see. I have a business, but I sew for the love of it. Money does not fill me with joy. Yep. Man doesn't look at it. I bet he doesn't. Girl. Yes, but I drink a shake every single day, because the amount of protein that we need, you guys, typically, if you're trying to get in 85 to 90 grams of protein, and the amount that we can actually intake at a time, we won't always get that amount in. And so I have made it a decision. I'll probably always drink a shake a day. I had one young lady tell me, she messaged me, and she said that she was only maybe 6 to 8 weeks out, if that. And she said her doctor had already told her to stop drinking shakes, that he wanted her to get her protein from food. And she literally was telling me that she felt dehydrated and she felt malnourished. She felt like she was just lethargic. And I said, no, go back to drinking your shakes. You need to drink. And at that point, I remember, I know I was still drinking about 3 shakes a day at that point, maybe 2 shakes a day. Um, but I was drinking my shakes because that was where I was getting in most of my protein. Because 4 or 500 calories is not going to get you to no 80 to 90 grams of protein. It's just, well, unless it's through shakes. But regular food is not going to happen. So drink your shakes, ladies. Drink your shakes. Or find something protein that you can drink. Those are good questions. Yes, I love the Nectar brand protein. I just sent Nectar brand protein to Keisha when she had her giveaway, the flavor packets. And then they just had, I remember Jackie on Instagram had posted that they had a special on the samples for the Nectar protein. And then, yeah, it is, Miss Diva. Drink your shakes, girl. Don't let them tell you no. Drink your shakes. They just don't want you to get so caught up on the shakes that you never eat anything else. And I do have a friend who relies heavily on shakes and protein bars, and she really needs to eat some other foods too. But because she's far enough out where she probably needs to start looking at her food intake. Oh, good. Yes, and I also gave away a whole bottle. Okay, Jackie, see you later. And it's probably time for me to get off of here too. Let me see, what time is it? I can't see what time it is, but 11:55, so about 5 more minutes. Um, but I gave away a full container of the unflavored nectar protein, which was a lifesaver for me, because I could not drink a lot at all. And so when I was getting in my water or when I was getting my protein shake, like I was trying to decide, what should I do? Should I get in protein or should I get in water? And so in order to eliminate that dilemma, my nutritionist or dietitian, she told me to put the unflavored nectar protein in my water with some flavor packets. And so I was actually sipping on protein all day long to try and get it in. So definitely Nectar is one of my favorite brands. And I know some people like the ISO Pure, and I never tried the ISO Pure. I never tried Gen Pro. I only tried Pure Protein, the whey protein isolate, and then I think that's it. Oh, and then the Atkins protein. Yes, they have the unflavored one. And I put that one in soups and, like I said, my water. Or one time I ate some regular ice cream, and not to feel bad about it, I put some in the regular ice cream. It was like maybe 2 tablespoons of it, but I still stirred it in there. Mhm. And then just remember that I see that they have, somebody had posted this whey protein that powder that has 60 grams of protein per serving. But just remember, our bodies cannot process more than 30 grams of protein at a time. So if you're drinking 60 grams of protein within an hour to 2 hours, your body is going to process what it can, which is about 30 grams, and it is going to eliminate the rest. So those other 30, you won't even get in. So just be mindful of that. 30 grams of protein within about 2 hours time period. That's about what our bodies can handle. I'm trying to check my time. Got about 3 more minutes before I say sayonara. My sister's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Ayana. Love you. Yep, and sugar too. Yep. If our body needs it. Yep, if our body needs it. Mhm. And I'm gonna tell you the reason I say the rest will get excreted, because it'll get excreted through our kidneys, and that was one of the things I did listen to went to a seminar where they did research on the effects of protein on kidneys, and like excessive amounts of protein. And so I did wonder how that affected weight loss surgery patients, because our bodies having to process and excrete all of that protein going through our kidneys, it can be bad on your kidneys. Really bad on your kidneys. So definitely ask your dietitians and nutritionists about that. Yeah. Yeah, Esther, my protein that I'm supposed to be getting in is like 80. She told me 85 to 100 is what I'm getting in. Mm-mm. Yeah, exactly, Esther. No renal failure over here. We're trying to get our lives back. We're not trying to go into another issue. Oh, yeah. So, I don't even think people think about that either when they're consuming so much protein or when they're giving information. And you gotta know it for yourself. Because even if I say something, or even my dietitian say something, or whoever say something, you gotta know it for yourself. Go research it for yourself. Go ask questions for yourself. There are things that I see people saying on these Facebook pages or even on Instagram and just in general, even when I'm just talking to somebody, especially if they're further out than what, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I tell people all the time, I had my surgery almost 2 years ago, and some of the things that I came in to the process with are irrelevant now because research is being done, they're being done, and so a lot of times people will tell you stuff and it is not accurate. So be mindful of that. Know the research, know it for yourself, so that you are you're able to take care of yourself in the way that you need to take care of it. So, y'all, it's 12 o'clock. It's been wonderful. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love y'all. That's been my update for the month. And Esther, thank you for asking me about that update, girl. I did not even realize that my video had not uploaded. So, I'm going to make sure that gets uploaded properly. I don't know what happened, but I will make sure that gets uploaded. And I will talk to y'all later, okay? Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Again, happy birthday to my sister. I love you. And also, happy birthday to, she ran herself fit. Oh, I was missing being on the videos. I thought it was just the 2 weeks behind. I was like, oh, Lord. But now I see I'm like 4 weeks behind. So, it's coming. But, yeah, she ran herself fit. Y'all have to go on her Instagram. That chick, she lost 13 years ago. She was on her weight loss journey, and she lost over 200 pounds now. She's the ambassador for Black Girls Run Oklahoma, and she is running it, and she's helping me run. And I'm going to feature her soon, or feature her product soon, and just help promote her because she's been such a blessing to me. But her birthday's on Monday, so happy early birthday to you, girlie. So I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Peace out, babies. Mwah.